We are live. Have fun. I'm happy. This was a challenge to get on here today and share something, but here we are. I'm going to look at the correct camera now. Excited to be here because a lot of people that are subscribed to this channel don't know who I am. So I'm happy to tell you who I am. My name is Ashley Christine. I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I am a recording artist and a musician. I live in Miami Beach, and I have lots of fun stuff going on in my life at this point, literally by the grace of God. So I just felt like it would be the right thing to do to jump on and give a little bit of introduction. I'm not creating some kind of long form content like videos because that's not really my skill set. I have a lot of other things that I'm really good at. Content creation is not yet one of them, but that's okay. That's why I'm just going live right now to just say what's up. There's no editing here, so I hope I don't say anything too crazy. But anyway, a little bit about me. I'm going to keep this down to like, I don't know, maybe a 5-minute live chat. If we haven't met already, my name is Ash. Ashley Christine is my first and middle name, but Ash, AZSH, is my artist name. And I do pop, soul, dance music that I write, that I sing and record with some really amazing, talented producers and songwriters that I've gotten very fortunate to work with. And in addition to that, I grew up in Southern Indiana, born in Arkansas, grew up in Southern Indiana with horses, with my parents who are musicians as well. My mom's a singer, my dad's a guitar player, with my little sister and brother just a couple years behind me. And I ended up going to New Albany High School and graduating in 2005. So that makes me older than I would like to be, but it's okay. It's all good. I also did track. I was cheerleading. I sang in choirs. I loved to go to church. In fact, my first really singing solo event was actually performing Alicia Keys on the piano at a church talent show. I believe I was in 10th grade at the time. So that was pretty fun. Um, anyway, I am in Miami Beach now, and I've lived down here for about 13 years, I think. I have been working on original music since 2007. The first song I ever recorded was in Louisville, Kentucky, and it was Derby weekend, and it was called This Music. And I recorded it with some like rapper guys that were in Louisville, Kentucky. And I had a kind of a weird opportunity that I got to go fill in for somebody who was missing a bigger name artist who kind of blew these guys off, or maybe something came up. I don't know. So I went in, first time ever. I wrote a song, recorded it, and I just fell in love with the process and with everything that came out of that session. And everybody who was there was kind of jaw dropped when I came out of the booth after writing and recording this song. Like, there's no way that was your first time doing this. But it was amazing because I had all these harmonies, and that began this trail of just trying to record as often as I could and write songs as much as I could, and to pursue this dream and aspiration of being able to make music that could go worldwide and being able to perform and have fun that way. So that's how I ended up getting where I am now, all just because I was chasing opportunities to do more of what I was enjoying. Um, so yeah, I would say if you've been following for any amount of time, you may have seen that in 2020, after COVID kind of shut down all my gigs, I actually started sharing my music because I really wasn't ever very active on social media or building what I would call a music business as far as like putting songs out and trying to promote them and let them be heard. I was really just like waiting until I could be discovered and someone would find all this music and maybe I would get signed to a label. And that never panned out. And then I realized I'm getting older and I want to put these songs out. So during COVID, I made a bunch of lyric videos and just started releasing song after song after song. I think I did one a week for like 3 or 4 months. And I called it letting songs out of song prisons because I recorded them and then they kind of maybe were heard by 1 or 2 people and then never heard again. And I had heard it hundreds of times and I love my songs, but nobody else had. So I kind of felt like a little bit of a fake because I had a music page and platform and social media for all these years, and yet none of the people who were my fans or followers had even heard all these songs. It's very strange to me and it felt just wrong. So I finally, like many people, learned how to do a live stream on Twitch. It was a lot of work and like learning curves and setting up my home studio to play music and sing and start releasing songs. And I'm not going to lie, I got burnt out on that, but that did begin the really trajectory of me having songs out in the world. There's still probably 30 or 40 more songs that I haven't released that maybe I'll never release, or maybe they're just not at a certain level, or maybe I'll just share them, here and there. But I also started working on creating music that was at a commercial level. In 2021, I released my first single worldwide, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and everything, under my own little admin, which I'm going to call a label, which is now Empty Bus Records. But really, just putting together a plan to do some press promotion and some playlist promotion and some marketing campaign and getting the photos and doing some ads and running some different, really putting the song out there and trying to create social media. And all of that was exhausting. Like, I did it for a whole month and I was so burned out after that. I was like, this is just not sustainable. Like, I don't even have the energy to think about doing the next song again. So that began the next 3 years, from 2021 until 2024. I basically released a new song like every 3 or 4 months. And each year I did a music video, which was also a big project. So my pace, I would say, is consistent, but it does feel like it takes a really long time to do things for yourself. And if you don't have a team of people who are like, oh yeah, let's all just collaborate and work for free. I mean, we're adults, we have to eat, it takes a little bit of time, but I'm so grateful that I've had people around me who support my ongoing pursuits and who have been willing to collaborate with me for little budget as opposed to big budgets, and being able to use friendships and creative relationships to create. It's so fun and it's so rewarding and fulfilling. I've been able to learn different dances and meet artists and creatives and dancers and choreographers and producers and videographers, and it's been a really special time, not to mention being able to share the music with my friends and family and whoever might like to listen to it. So that's a lot. I'm just riffing here, by the way. There's no script. So but that brings us to current day. So I have now released all of the music that I have fully recorded. My pipeline is clear. I've been looking at maybe creating some more video content for songs that I didn't do music videos for. I think I have 15 songs out now and 4 music videos. And by the way, there were like 3 music videos in addition to that I made, but I didn't put out because I just wasn't happy with them. And that's such a bummer, but it's part of life. Just like those many songs that you made over here, because some things are just meant to make you grow and to challenge you and to help you learn. And they're not always to be shared with everybody. So that's a nugget for somebody. I'm looking at the clock. I'm going to have to go soon, and I'm probably over my 5 minutes. But I hope that tells you a little bit about me. Let me tell you about my music, what it is about. It's basically, at this point, especially since I started self-releasing, everything I've created is very positive energy. It's meant to be inspiring and empowering and motivating and fun. And, there are some that are just super fun, like just about dancing. And then there are some that are about love, and some that are about chasing a dream and really continuing to pursue your dreams and your goals and the challenges and struggles of life, but always embracing that with joy and gratitude for opportunity. I hope that subconsciously my songs, which maybe sound very commercial, also help to uplift the spirit and the soul and make people generally happy. And also my music is made very much to be remixable. So it would be a dream come true to have, just amazing DJ producers come and put their own spin on some of these songs and give them new life and make them even more impactful and meaningful and give them even longer life by being able to remix some of these songs or put them in new places. You can find my music on Spotify, Apple, YouTube under AZSH. So it's Ash, but it's a 4-letter word. And people ask, like, what does that mean? And with ChatGPT now, I was like, what are all the possible acronyms that AZSH can mean? Because it didn't have one from the beginning. It was just a unique way to spell Ash, because my name is Ashley and there are a million of us, I think. The most recent one that I came up on, there were 2 of them. One was a zeal for soulful harmonies, which I love harmonies and I love soulful. So I'm like, okay, but I feel like zeal isn't a word that a lot of people know. Another one was at zenith, soul healed. And that's also a word that a lot of people don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of Z words that we all know, right? We got zebra, zoo, and zit. Like there's not a lot of Z words. So zenith is like the peak, the arrival, right? Like the top. So at zenith, soul healed, that's like a reflection of my journey and how I've come in my soul and my spirit to be able to grow and heal from so many things in my life. As we all have things that we need to heal from, and then soul healed. Obviously, I've done the work, and by the grace of God, through the Holy Spirit and Jesus and the Word of God, I've been able to embrace and live by the promises of the Bible, and also to use the gifts that were given to me to work out some of the things, the issues, the sadness, anxiety, depression, addiction, insert, inconvenient self-destructive habit. So thank God that that is cleared up, and I'm now surrounded by people who are loving and kind and gracious and faithful, and I feel all of those things as well. I feel peace and joy, and I create music continually to put that into my song because I haven't always been here. So my goal with my music is just to keep putting down the breadcrumbs of where I've been and expressing creativity and experiences through the gifts that I've been given. And I can't wait to collaborate with more talented people on that and to share more about all those things. And I think I'm going to wrap this video up now because I really do have to go. But thank you if you made it to this point for watching. That makes you a very special person and one of only a few people in this entire world that knows this much about me and my story. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great next video. See you soon.